What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and you are watching highlights from the start of my first Showdown of Season 2, and it was an absolute blast. And it wasn't a blast because the game is totally fixed. Exploits still are king of this game. They prevail over skill, unfortunately. But there is some good football that can be played. Now, does it get annoying when you go to pass one direction, the ball goes a total other direction? Does it get annoying when there's some heavy delay in the games and some glitchiness? Sometimes the ball's running through, and you guys know the whole nine. We all know the glitches. We all know the exploits. But if you took the exploits out, the game would be fun still. Would it be better than, let's say, an FC overall? No, but we're not comparing it to FC anymore. That ship has sailed. As a game overall, it can just be fun if you get two players that are just trying to play football the best way they can. Unfortunately, because of the exploits, it attracts rats. That's what no-skill rats love. Any game that they can win and not struggling despite not being very good. Because, God forbid, they have to actually work on their skill in the game. And there's almost like a UFL, I would say, being good at UFL, but you're not necessarily a good football gamer, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, in this game, it's so many exploits. Like, there's that player that can be very good at zigzagging until he gets a shot. There's a player that can be very good at using the lob through ball at the perfect angle to cause it to glitch your defenders out, to get in that perfect spot to finesse shot every time. Even the first time fake shot receive. I mean, the way the player floats, that's absolutely a glitch, right? And that's the main way that I find myself getting open to score. Now, all they have to do to fix the first time fake shot receive is just do a different animation. It could be letting the ball roll through the legs. It could be doing an outside of the foot turn, inside of the foot turn. They can absolutely just change the animation, and the first time fake shot receive would be fine. The broken through balls that glitch your defense out, that's nonsense. The ability to cut, and with one player and win a game off of just that's got to go, because it's only possible since the defense, you can't properly jockey, you can't properly defend. So those kind of things have to go. But the first time fake shot, all that needs is a change in animations, and then it actually is a pretty satisfying movement to get open. You can fake the defenders out, and they are capable of putting those animations in. I score a goal in here, you'll see sometime in the mix, where Isaac takes a ball, beautiful little soft touch off of his head, and half volleys it in. I mean, those kind of goals, the ability to put those kind of animations in, that's all it would take to change that first time fake shot animation. The other stuff has to go, though, right? Anything where you glitch a defense out, anything where somebody can't react because of the game, that has to go, because that takes away the skill. But aside from that, was the game a blast? Yes, right? It's fun to play. It has its own unique feel to it. I feel like it does separate from FC. I know many players can't see past a lot of the glitchiness and a lot of the exploits, and I understand. And the rats make it that much harder to enjoy this game. But if you change your mindset and then accept the fun parts and see that a lot of this stuff, trust me, Strikers doesn't want these rats in the game either. I mean, there's no way. If these rats somehow climb to be like top 1 through 50 and they make this an esport, you better believe Strikers would disqualify all 50 of them, because all they do is make the game look bad. So it's not just us that doesn't like them. It's not like Strikers is putting things in the game to make the rats happy. It's just that they aren't right now able to get a lot of these exploits out. Now, why is it so much fun then? Besides the gameplay part, I have an amazing community. Like the community that gets together when I stream, that leaves comments under the videos and everything else. They're fantastic, and you could tell they're the type of players that want to play football, that love this game like I do, and that try their best to get behind this game and play it the right way. And I'm really proud of that, because even though I can be absolutely negative and critical about these games, it's for a reason, and it's almost like this saying, real recognizes real. I feel like despite being rough around the edges, despite not having the best editing equipment or having all the bells and whistles, these players can see the knowledge, can see also, what my intentions are when I make these critical reviews and things like that. And it's just, I mean, we're putting money into this game. That's how life is, right? It's no person, it's no player, because I coach as well. I would never be this harsh to an individual player. I'm hard on my players, especially as they get older. When they're younger, it's just about having fun. But with these games, they're in the big boy territory. They're taking our money, so no holds barred. We're going to let you know, what's up with these games. And that's the only way it generates discussion. That's the only way these topics get out. So I love the fact that I have a community full of people that appreciate where I'm coming from, that understand, the reason why I'm critical of some of the things that go on in these games, about some of the things the developers do, and they know that I just want to help them improve at the game. Simple as that. So that's a big reason why this game's fun too, is because the community that was created on my channel was built around this game first, and now it's spread. We do some eFootball, some FC, but make no mistake about it, the community started and is centered in UFL. So even though the game drives me crazy, even though I'll take breaks from it because of how broken it is, I'll never abandon it, because this is where it all started. With that said, I'm being honest when I say I'm having fun with this game lately. Does it drive me crazy still? Yes. Like I said, and I'll say it again, is it perfect? Far from it. There's still so many things that need to be fixed, and until it actually becomes a skill-based game, where having more skill in football games is what gets you victories, until it has that, it won't truly be a top-tier game. It will just be a have fun and play, type game. So until then, though, we're going to keep trying to have the most fun possible. The rats can rat. Good luck. I faced one complete rat, and the other player is what I would call a UFL player, like I said. And I wasn't mad at all. I just said, he was a UFL player. Some players take offense to that, but you shouldn't, right? And here's why. If you play FC, you can't just cut left and right with one player, and win that way. You can't win that way in any football. You can't win that game in any game, and you can't win that way if it was the past 10 FIFAs, right? Or the past X amount all the way back to PES. Just cut isn't a skill, but in UFL it is, right? And so players use it. First time fake shot receive, I'll use the example of that because I score a lot from that. Until that animation's fixed, a player floating is definitely not realistic. So if they fix the animation, then great. Until then that's an exploit too, right? So that's not a skill in any other football game. That's just a UFL skill. So when I say a player is just good at UFL, it's when they're doing these things that you literally can't do in other football games. It's just a fact. It's not an insult, right? And so I lost one game to a very good UFL player. Not a very good, not a skilled football player. I was absolutely destroying him to start with. When he changed his tactics, it totally changed, and hats off to him. That's what he is looking for, right? He decided to play UFL, and he's going to go all out. I said the same thing. If we're going to play this game, sometimes you're going to have to use exploits because that's what the game is. I don't switch up my defense like that player did, and because I had the lead 2 or 3 different times. It was one of those high-scoring games. And I never just switched my team up because I wanted to manually defend and work on my defending. Even though it's broke, I try to get in front of balls and block shots that I can. I try to anticipate the direction players are going, and if I get beat, I get beat. Well, what the opponent did, like I said, good at UFL, because he went, the minute he got his first lead, after I had several, he said, nope, not giving him a chance to come back. I'm going to stack 8 players in the box, and then all of a sudden it stopped being about beating him, with my attackers and him defending like it was for that whole game back and forth. It became, okay, well, now I got to shoot through the Great Wall of China, and I end up losing by a goal. So be it. If you have the right mindset, then you just accept that and move on. Now, some players are going to get mad. Have I got mad about this stuff in the past? Yes. But that's when I was expecting this game, literally like looking at it on the same page as I would look at an eFootball or an FC. However, Strikers just isn't at that level. They're not able to produce football like that. They're not able to fix things at the capacity that Konami or EA Sports is right now. So I strongly suggest you change your mindset if this game's driving you crazy. Otherwise, don't play it, because it's far from being glitch-free, exploit-free. It's far from being totally skill-based. You just got to accept it for what it is and try to have the most fun. And I know that I have a little bit of a cheat code with an excellent community that adds that much more fun to the game. But just wanted to say that. So far, so good. You see Isaac there with an insane header. By the way, shout out Owen Webb. He came through clutch. Ton of memberships gifted, which was incredible. And He's the one who said, go ahead and go after Isak. He's superior to Holland in everything but the shot power he is. He's insane on headers from corners. He's insane at creating space to get his shots off. He's got snapshot on ultra effect. It's just from distance, he's not as good as Holland, who has like perfect shot power. He's got very low shot power, so you just got to get a little bit closer with Isak. But everything else, he is insane, and I haven't even had him all the way boosted up yet. I just got him once I got the referral from Owen Webb, an OGFC starting 11 member and an incredible person who helped a ton of people join the team today. He is a true MVP of the stream, and I can't wait to play co-op with him. He is my new co-op partner. So, to be determined on the finish of this showdown, but this is just part one, the initial review after, I think I played, 7-8 games, 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses right now. We will keep it going, we'll keep it pushing, we'll keep having fun, and for all of us, we need to keep grinding, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.